Hello everyone, and welcome to this video. I'm Javi, as you may know, or Fanboy. This video is going to be very oriented in the development side of things. I'm going to give a brief explanation of what Wars World is, and then of this project, AW Competitive and then move into Wars World and how you can contribute. Now, what are we looking at? This is basically a demo. It took 9 weeks. I led a team of 6 students in college to do this. Most of them new to web development, a few knew some front end. What did they do? What did we do? A lot of the stuff you see in the front end, like homepage, UI, they did. One of them did the logging in, logging out. I focus mostly on like we can also like create a game, join a game, blah 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 blah. I focus mostly was on this part, the juice. The real juice is definitely like the game. This took me about like a month and a half to develop, and then it took me about half a month to connect this to our database and to make sure it's refreshless via WebSockets. Because as you can see in the Manx video, we are playing refreshless. Like, he doesn't need to refresh his browser every time I make a move. Like, if I make this move and I click attack and I go here, Manx would see that, or any player or anybody who has this URL and is looking at this game will get live updates because they are connected to a WebSocket room. Now, I'm gonna start tying this back to Wars World, like the actual Wars World. This is just like a demo site. I remember saying it would take 3 months to bring this into production. Some people, I originally first thought it would take like a year. Now I'm saying 3 months. That's like, what's over 75%, I think, discount. Why? Simply put, because making the game took me a month and a half. Making it have WebSockets and be online took me like 2 weeks. Not even like, yeah, like 2 weeks, I'd say at most, like week and a half, to be honest. Therefore, I already did this. We already have a template of the game. I already know like how the game runs. I have like a very clear idea of like how this game works, like how you're gonna lay the functions and how things need to be done. So remaking this in TypeScript, which this is actually made in vanilla JavaScript. Now we're moving to TypeScript and a more modern tech stack. It's gonna be pretty easy to redo. I think at most it's gonna take me a month to redo everything I did here, and then 2 months are gonna be like a fuckload of padding for like any errors, testing, closed beta, because like the online part, the handling the data is like extremely easy in my opinion, to be honest. It's just like, you make a move, you send data, and then somebody is connected to the WebSocket, you also send them the data. That's it. This is literally just a chess game with extra steps. Or you could also think about it as a messaging app with extra steps. Really, that's all there is to this game. Development wise, it's not very complicated. It's just a freaking, what is it called? It's a chess app, guys. Nothing else. At most, you'll have like a live queue and a timer. And I think neither of those really are gonna prove that difficult either. The queue is simply going to be like people join the queue. It runs like every minute or 30 seconds. 30 seconds or a minute passes. People get matched. Next. And that's it. So I'm pretty confident that this is gonna take 3 months. Now let's talk about where is this code. On my profile, Fanboy Developer, you will see AW Competitive. It was originally be named AW Competitive, but after talking with Max, collaborating with other people, and looking at the comments on his post, we decided Wars World was gonna be better. But I think just for the sake of like simplicity, you can refer to like the original demo, which is gonna stay the same here, AW Competitive. Now, this was a demo I worked with my team over here for 9 weeks. What do you as a developer, what are you gonna be working on? Now let me move here. Let's go to organizations, Wars World, repositories, demo website, AW Competitive, what we just saw, Wars World. Now, this GitHub is a little bit empty, to be honest. If you were to like run our local setup, you're not gonna find this. Absolutely not. Because Function DJ, one of the new developers, gave the idea of like using TypeScript and this like very like spanking new tech stack. And I was like, well, I do know that TypeScript, TRPC, all of these other things, TypeSafe, whatever, are more modern and more new, and I haven't done a project with them, so I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure there will be like some developers that know it. Let's say you don't know TypeScript, oh, it sounds scary, you know some JavaScript. To be honest, to me, this is just literally JavaScript. But when you say like a type or something, like a variable, when you initialize a variable, you simply say const player ID two dots number equals number, and it basically, it's all about types, to be honest. It's just JavaScript, but you specify the types, kind of like in Java, where before you initialize a variable, you have to say this is a number, this is an array of numbers, whatever. And it's really not that different from JavaScript, where it's in React with Next.js, which is basically React with, again, extra steps. And then we have TRPC and Prisma. I don't know much about them, but again, more JavaScript, not really different. Prisma, however, is gonna be more like SQL related. That's as far as I know. And anyways, this is our repo. And if you want to contribute, we have like a million issues. We have some projects. So we have some projects, cool. And stuff. I already put like the README. We have like contribution guidelines. I'm trying to like streamline everything. Now, let's say you do want to help. I'd extremely advise you, just send me a DM. I think that'd be much easier. But I know some people like struggle with Discord. So you can just literally send that DM here to Femboy #6116. And I will answer you with time. Why should you do that? Well, let's say you grab an issue, I don't know. Create the donations page. Well, I'm pretty sure nobody's working on this for a good chunk of time. But the issue is that if you grab an issue and we're already working on it, then you might be working on something that we already made or that we're already about to make. So I don't want people to be contributing to the project and then not being able to put their work in. So basically, just please contact us or like put a comment on an issue like, hey, can I work on this? I'm basically like almost 24/7 looking at this repo, and I'll be like 24/7 answering questions, because basically I'm like the project manager of Wars World. I want to like make sure everything goes well. I'm like the one guy that even if everybody else leaves, I'll still be here developing this app. But just please, like, communication is key. I do want to run this with a very high standard is what I'm gonna say. A high standard of quality, meaning, you know, we want to type commit messages. We want to write clean code that other people can use. And putting above everything else that our code is flexible and readable. I do not want to marry this code to a specific dependency. And if you write code that I cannot read or understand, or others cannot read or understand easily, it's not getting committed. Like, the aim of this project is that the original people that made it can leave, and other people from the community can come in and continue to maintain it. With that, I'm not saying that I'm just gonna finish the project and then leave. That would make no sense. But, like, you know, I will not always have this much time as of right now to work on this. I want to make sure that somebody else can take the lead. Somebody else can, like, continue developing this. Somebody else can fix bugs or add new features that the community wants. The whole point of this project is that the community can just overtake it and just can keep going. This is not meant as Femboy or Javi's version of AW by W. It's like giving the community an open source project where they can easily work on this without needing, like, you know, somebody else to, like, allow them to work. Or, like, you know, I always have like a version of AW by W that's modern, new, and fresh, and that anybody else can run on their own as well. Like, just open source, baby. But yeah, I would say that's basically all. Right now, Function is working on migrating part of the app, part of the code I wrote to to here, to TypeScript. I'm basically learning some TypeScript now. I've been focusing on writing the README, writing the contribution guidelines, setting up a little nice homepage, and stuff like that. And if you're interested in contributing, just talk to me, send me a message. You don't need to be 5-year or 2-year web developer with tons of experience. I will say that if you're like brand new or you don't know much, it might be difficult for you to help. Like, I'm not gonna be like teaching you how to code. So guys, literally all you need to do is send the message. Like, you can tag me here as Femboy616 or just Femboy on the Advanced Wars by Web. Please don't do that, but that's an easy way to find me if you're gonna find a fan username. Or you can just literally type Femboy from Femboy and just go into any of my messages and click on, well, I cannot send a message to myself. You should be able to send me a message from there, and I shall, as quickly as possible, I shall like address you. And if you are a good candidate / you're interested in the project, then I'll add you to like the chat where we have the other developers in there, so you can, like, you know, start talking and collaborating, etc, etc. And overall, guys, I was able to do this with a team of new people to web development in 9 weeks. Like, I'm pretty sure we are gonna be able to do something better, guys. Like, since it only took me 9 weeks, first time doing a full stack application, with a couple of experienced developers and 3 months, which is plenty of time, we are gonna be able to bring this into a production environment. Like, we as a community are definitely able to do this. There's plenty of resources. I'm here with all my passion to like continue working on this. Like, we are gonna be able to do this, guys. This is gonna be an amazing experience, and I cannot wait to start working on this and start learning more, and having been able to tap into the help and love of everyone in the community to make this into like a better place, and to continue this game and this tradition for like many more decades to come, with a much modern long-term vision that will make sure that we can like pull out the new features, game modes, and other crazy ideas we have as a community. We have too much trouble. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and if you have any questions, you already know where to go. Have a wonderful day, and I hope in 3 months we'll have a new announcement about this. I will be posting updates here and there, but if you need anything, you already know where to find me. Have a wonderful day.